Oops.
And we're here. And
what's up, John?
It's
John's Comics for Kids.
Yeah. What a show. You know, I might even go like, let's get a little closer.
Oh, I didn't put any makeup on for this, all right?
It's good times, you know? I mean,
the best.
So, little short-staffed tonight, but you're getting the cream of the crop. You're getting we're trimming the fat off of the steak here. Is what's happening.
We decided to do a weekly test where we only have two of us
to
find out who you guys are coming to see.
Yeah, when the ratings go way up for this show and people recognize what the audience really wants on this Wednesday show.
Now, the best part about this is we didn't have a show last week.
No.
So people, whenever that happens, some people are going to just think we're done. We quit.
Right. Which is understandable.
Which means very few people are going to show up in the chat, which we really need to depend on tonight. We need the chat more than ever. So the timing couldn't be worse. But hey, on the positive side, we did secure word bubbles from almost everybody. So we have what's important.
Even if they're not here to explain them, we can dissect them with some joy.
Yeah, we can misinterpret them however we want.
Hello to Ben Compton. Ben, you are the number one supporter this evening. So thank you, sir. And we got Daymares here. Good to see you, Daymares. How are you doing?
Andy, what are you doing?
Andy's. I don't see any comments from him.
You don't?
No, I don't see any comments.
He said they fired me. LOL.
No, it's not coming up. I don't know what's wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I know he was on that other show, so maybe at some point maybe he'll show up here.
You got that Chrome plugin, the Andy blocker?
Yeah, I mean, I set it up so that it's like anything with Andy kind of disappears. TJ! Sorry.
TJ's actually part of the show tonight.
Hey, yeah. Good to see you, buddy. I thought of a question that I wanted to ask you. Adam. I mean, you read a fair amount. You've read comics for a while.
Let's get personal, Oprah.
What is the worst comic book run you've read and finished reading? Meaning, like, you can't say, like, oh, I read 2 or 3 issues. It was horrible. I stopped reading it. But you actually finished reading the run. And you were like, that was horrible. I read the whole thing. I don't know why I read the whole thing.
Oh, my God. I mean,
it's a good question. I know. So here, let me say hi to Patrick Wall. You can think. Don't want to rush you. And Old Wolf.
I'm going to cheat and look at my CLZ here.
Yeah.
I hope nobody gets upset. I'm looking at my CLZ.
No, I mean, go ahead. I was really struggling with this concept of what is the worst run? You've read the entire thing. And now you're still looking back like, why did I read that?
So it's a volume of a comic is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, and we can break that down. Obviously, it'd be easy with an independent where like it's only 30 issues or something. It's harder when it's like there's 1,000 issues of Detective Comics now, and you've got to decide how you feel about all 1,000. You could argue a writer's run, right? You could say, hey, Tom King's Batman.
Yes.
Which I've legitimately read and might fall into that category for me. But I don't know. I don't know if it would go that deep. Miller's Daredevil, shots
oh my God.
Fired.
What? Have you not?
I don't know if I'm frozen or if he's frozen. I don't know if that froze him.
I've seen our bubbles. Both of us are frozen for a second there, but I think we're back.
I don't know if we were both frozen or we're not frozen. I can't tell what's happening. It was entertaining though to watch you. Chuck Austin's X-Men was atrocious.
Oh yeah, that's universally hated, right?
Pew, pew, pew.
I mean,
this is exciting. Look, I'm making Adam like really think about this. Just deep dive. Hey, no, Patrick Wall, I'll drop a wrench on you. Like somebody's got a blue wrench in this chat, and they're gonna bring it down. Yeah, Ricky's there. Ricky will do it. He will do this. Daymares. For shame. Next thing you're going to say like Berserker and Andy's going to like just lose his crap. Just so you know, he's been backstage this whole time. I've known he's there this whole time. I've just been messing with Andy.
Okay. Andy's here. Oh, thank Christ.
I wanted to see how long I wanted to see how long of the show we could do with you just sitting backstage. You joined like 3 minutes before we went live, and I'm like, let's just go live and act like he's not there. I wonder what he'll do. And you're like waving in the background and typing in the chat. And I'm like, oh, I don't see him in the chat. I can't see him. He even typed in the private chat twice. He's like, this is weird. I've been backstage this entire time. And I'm like, and he legitimately thought we were talking crap about Alec. I hope, when I was talking crap. But hey, Andy's here. How you doing?
Andrew?
You played that very well.
Oh, good. That was my goal. That was fun. Superior Hero Reviews. What is going on? DC's weekly series, The Countdown. Ooh. I mean, obviously, I think to Seawood's point there, I think it'd be easier to pick a mini series or a shorter run where you read all 12 or 24 and could just say, that freaking sucked. And I read the whole thing.
But
it's a bigger target, right? Bigger target.
I don't have patience for sticking with a series that I don't like. So it's going to be a Batman, probably some Batman run. And I'm probably just going to I know it's lame, but I'm just going to take the Tom King run because when it was bad, it was just so bad.
Right.
So, and
the disappointment level was high,
but I didn't enjoy them like this is amazing. I just enjoyed them like this is smartly written, I guess. But it was never fun.
Are you shaking your head at this, Andy? Yeah, I figured. I could see the Punisher hate in your eyes.
I'm going with Tom King's Batman. Sorry, I know because you handed it to me, but
it came to my mind though.
The only series I'm going to keep reading that I don't like is if it's like a main book like Batman or Daredevil, because I feel obligated as a massive fan of them. So I don't need to explain what was bad about Tom King.
I'm
still fresh.
Yeah. I did not finish reading X-Force, the original volume 1 of X-Force.
Oh.
But what I read
X-Force
could qualify. Well, because it went way past Liefeld into other way. It lasted. God, I don't even know how many issues that lasted. Andy's going to find out for us.
Liefeld run, right?
Andy, make it worth our time putting you back on stage.
Punisher Volume 4.
What?
Terrible. I think it was Volume 4.
Who was the writer on that? Do you know?
I'm looking it up right now, but they gave Punisher the obligatory 90s ponytail.
Lovely.
In jet black.
Ouch.
And
it's always a good decision.
Oucharoo.
Yeah. Saga. Shots fired. Come on now. Ricky says, Comic Man Andy, name a Marvel character that can mimic. You did this already.
Who the hell said Saga? Who's being a troll?
Daymers and Patrick Wall making jokes.
Oh, it's Daymers. He doesn't mean it then.
So, yeah, I joked with Ricky about the answer to this the other night because I think there's 2 characters that could qualify for this, but very entertaining. Jeff Schultz, One Love, how you doing? Dark Horse's Comics Greatest World sucked, said Old Wolf.
That's a deep cut, Old Wolf.
Yeah, really, I was not aware. So I'm struggling. I was struggling to come up with something really detailed for this that I was a deeper answer. So I appreciate you guys giving this a try here. Electric Superman. I want is there some dancing? Do the Electric Superman.
Here you go, John. Punisher Volume 3, 1995 to 1997. Ongoing solo series published by Marvel Edge. And issue 1 was a foil cover. So they got
unsurprising.
And how
does doesn't name the writer?
MarvelFandom.com not tell me the writer?
That's hilarious. Yeah, so I mean, King's Batman might be up there. It's definitely one of those. When it was good, it was great. When it was bad, it was so bad. It was just nonsensical. Honestly, it was nonsensical. But I will also say I feel like King's run bears a lot of commonality to Snyder's run in that the first half is so good and the second half is nonsensical. I could really do without Batman Zero Year. I could just do without all of that.
Well, speaking of Snyder, I just found another one that I would rank as my least favorite series that I've ever read, and that's Dark Knight's Metal. I didn't understand
Me neither.
what was going on, and everything seemed like it was trying to be too big and like mind blowing, and I was just like, this isn't enjoyable at all. So I have them all, and I read them all twice, and I don't know what happened.
I had a million comics and I read them all.
That's right.
Yeah.
Boy.
I think the truth is most of us who are consumers probably stop when something is that bad. We just give up on it. We're like, I'm moving on to something else. I never read all of the run of Youngblood, but I'm willing to say Image is Volume 1 Youngblood.
There's got to be a lot
Could be on the list. I've read like the first 10 issues or so, but like
there was such a flood of those Image books. They were just putting out garbage every week just to put them on the shelves because they knew they'd sell.
Exactly.
Oh god, they're bad.
Strike Force was another one.
Ooh.
Team 7.
Was it Super Patriot? One of the Liefeld or one of the Larson Savage Dragon spinoffs. Super Patriot. Hilarious. How you doing, Andy? Happy New Comic Book Day, man. You've been on 3 shows already today?
Yeah, I did my own. Got invited to Chamorro Cinema's quick shindig for a while there, and popped right over here.
Nice. Thanks for making the time. For those that wanted to know, our partners in crime got some family obligations going on this evening. So happy belated birthday to Whitewell Comics because it was yesterday, and I hope he's enjoying his time with his dad. And I hope Jason's. They're going having some pet drama tonight, so I hope they're doing all right. The Clone Saga.
Hug your pets, people. Hug them.
Or your kids. I mean, I'm fine either way.
Pets are better.
Name a character that is one of the first cover that is on one of the first cover appearances for one of the covers of Deadpool's Secret Wars. Oh my god, I can't even read this question. Name a character that is on one of the first cover appearance for one of the covers of Deadpool's Secret Wars 2 and full appearance of Howard the Duck 1. I can't name this. I don't know.
Gwenpool?
Sure, that makes sense.
Oh.
Could be. Jeff Schultz says, I was one of the few that liked Cyberforce from back in the day. There you go.
I forgot about that. Like, remember Battle Chasers?
I don't remember
Battle Chasers.
Terrible, so yeah.
I don't know that one.
I'm just scrolling through my CLZ here to see if anything was so terrible it's worth mentioning.
Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I read. Look, Ricky's like saying it's Gwenpool. There you go. Knowledge. The answer. The answer is to most things isn't Super Pro. It's just not. It's just not. Yeah. I mean, I can't think of it. Oh, there was I read a lot of, but I don't think I finished G.I. Joe's Secret Mission or something missions.
That cannot
when I was a kid. Special missions.
Cannot.
That was it. Anytime you're like, it's not as good as G.I. Joe. That's a low bar. I mean, you're really putting it on there. And I was obsessed with G.I. Joe as a kid.
G.I. Joe.
I was so excited when I heard that Hasbro was putting the entire run of G.I. Joe on their YouTube channel. You could like watch the whole show. And I was also horribly disappointed when I actually watched G.I. Joe again as an adult. It was a disappointing experience. I was like, girls, come, let's watch this. This was a jam when I was a kid. And I was like, yeah, girls, let's do something else. Let's get out of here. Let's move on. Stopped after issue 5. So there you go. I might have actually read that whole run.
Wow.
Did you say it's not or it's not? It's not. It's not good. Jennifer, hello to you.
She's read Saga.
Jennifer keeps coming back. That's amazing.
I know. You'd think she'd have learned her lesson by now. Why are you here? We have 15 people watching right now. This is a sign. I'm just saying. Jason and Alec they're not carrying their weight.
I'm getting stage fright.
It happens to a lot of guys. Don't worry about it.
So, Andy, I only got 6 books today. I know you showed off your haul. I had one DC book. I got the, I should probably do this one right here. I got the Super Sons. I think this cover is hilarious. They're like they just beat up Killer Croc and they're taking like a selfie.
Oh my gosh.
And then behind them is the entire like Legion of Doom. It's like Dark Side and everybody.
Cyborg Superman?
Yes, Cyborg Superman, Joker, Bane. And there they are, Damian and Jonathan taking a photo. So I read that.
Hank Henshaw, Cyborg Superman.
And I got all the X-Men books. I did not like X-Corp.
No?
Shocker, a comic book about business, not exciting.
You kidding? Cases, John.
I'm just saying. Although this David Asia variant, I love the 3-color, like super low key. He's doing all the variants. So.
Oh. Are we frozen again?
No, I think it was you. I got Children of the Atom, which has been very good. I've been enjoying this a ton. And the second to last issue of X Factor, because issue 10 is the end. They are ending X Factor. And then I got Carmen, issue 3. And the book I was most excited to read this week, Scout's Honor, issue 5. David Peppo's Goodness.
Issue 5, wow. It's already at 5.
Already at 5, already wrapping it up. Mark the Cuddy Sark is here. How you doing, Mark? She does love some Saga, and I thought it said she's a glutton for punishment, but no, she's a glutton for giving and receiving punishment. There you go. Alex, safe word is harder, so just be careful. That one causes some problems. Discord link from Ricky. Thanks, brother.
Backfires quite a bit.
Yeah, he's had some issues. With it.
I keep telling him.
Seawood, Patrick Wall says, Seawood, what's more sad? A 12-issue party ship Superboy was written. I'm having trouble reading tonight. What's more sad? A 12-issue party ship Superboy was written. I still see.
Or the fact that you read it.
I can't understand.
The fact that it was written or the fact that you read it, which is sadder?
Party ship.
There you go. Had to read it. Had Superboy in it. There you go.
That's how we are.
I'm cold. It's below 80.
You feel loyalty to a character, you're going to endure some bad storytelling.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Tried to read Joker #2 and got bored halfway through it. I did not get Joker 3 because the Joker comics is all about James Gordon. It is true, and I do hear that as a complaint. Although hilariously enough, that would probably, if they had sold it as
better, actually,
the James Gordon, if they had sold it as a Commissioner Gordon comic, I'd have been like,
put out a comic called Gordon,
right?
I'd be like, yes, give me all the variant covers.
Ooh, I need the Gordon's Fisherman variant.
If they put out a Bullock comic, I'm all in. I'm the biggest Bullock fan on YouTube.
Right? I'm saying.
Love Harvey Bullock.
There you go.
I don't go to my comic store, but every 3 weeks. But I did get a comic book that I like to show off.
Let's do that.
A friend sent me this.
Ooh,
number 40. He was in a flea market, and he's like, "Hey, you want me to grab this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll pay for it."
that's sharp.
Now he's not accepting my money, but I just thought this was funny because I love the cover in general, but it almost looks like the first appearance of Hawkman in Marvel. I'm like, this guy is clearly a Hawkman ripoff. But
man, but the colors look really good. The white looks super white, and I don't see a lot of like dings and. It looks beautiful.
It has its share, but like the important stuff is there for me.
Nice.
So
that looks great, man.
They're number 40.
I'd buy that for $1.
It's my buddy Matt. I should mention it's Matt. He goes by Knight of Khonshu.
Oh yeah. I know Knight of Khonshu.
I've seen him every now and then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I just can't. I can't bring myself to buy a comic book titled Joker right now. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I need less of all of that stuff. Less Joker, Harley, Punchline. What's the new one? Miracle Maggie.
The designer.
Yeah, Miracle Max. Although if it was a Miracle Max comic, I'd buy that. It's Miracle Molly. I know. I don't care.
Oops.
I don't care. Man, I know that it's Miracle Molly. I know it. It's still a stupid name and a horrible idea. I don't want more. I don't want more. Mostly dead.
How is Miracle Molly a stupid name?
her name is Miracle Molly. She's like a villain named
It's
Miracle Molly.
No worse than Punchline.
Well, I'm happy to put them on the same level. Absolutely.
At least there's some. Is it alliteration if it's consonants? I don't know, Miracle Molly.
No, that's alliteration is the beginning. Rhyming is obviously the ending. I hear it's really good and people are really enjoying it. It's too late for me. I'm done. I'm off the Batman wagon at this point.
It's very sad.
I'm happy to go back and read the stuff I love and buy trades of some of the older runs that I really enjoy or the ones I haven't discovered yet. But I'm done with where they are right now. It's just me. It's like reading. It's like going to a Batman movie, but the Batman movie was Superman and it barely had Batman in it. Interesting. And you wonder why DC is losing fans by the day. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything yet.
Losing fans by the day?
I mean, I enjoyed the Robin book, even though a lot of people didn't. I really am enjoying Nightwing. I like Super Sons. I'm super sad Far Sector is ending next month. So there's a lot of stuff at DC I'm really enjoying. It's just so barely connected to anything Gotham related at this point.
Barely connected.
Get it away from Gotham.
Barely connected. It's my name.
It is your name. Are you ready for this share? You got this up?
Let's do it. We got
All
it.
right, here we go. Let's see what we got here.
What?
I did a little rebrand here.
All the booblets are here.
That's right.
That's amazing.
You're on the
And John Hamm is like having it. He's having it.
Would you say he's hamming it up?
And booblaying it up. Boobling it up?
Buble is not having it.
Anyway. Buble is just scared for his life.
Don't shake up those booblets.
That's right.
He's being. It looks like he's being offered a cocktail with someone's head on top of it. So I mean, I don't resent.
Yeah, it's a little dark.
Reaction.
Dark.
Right.
That's what this show is. So, John hates going first, so we're just going to start with.
Hey,
he can't defend himself right now.
No, he cannot.
Alex is really, really straightforward and to the point. So I don't think we're really going to misinterpret what's going on here. Yeah, Captain America.
There it is.
Some guy is shouting, Captain America, I command you to. And then the sound effect completes the sentence.
Wank. Yeah.
I command you to wank. That was the first JOI? Is that what that is?
I don't get it.
Sure you don't. All right, on to John.
Is that like walking the wank?
I never got that order. Never got that command.
John, I feel like you sent this to me 3 weeks ago. This is the right one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I save a ton of them on my phone, and then when I remember I need one,
I know.
I go back and send it.
You're like a bank of them.
I try to save and be ready.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, crossover issue 6 was the end of the first major story arc, and it sounds like Donny Cates is not going to be writing it for a little while. There's a shorter arc coming from Chip Zdarsky, I think.
I'm into that.
That's in the same universe, but tangential, not the same characters necessarily. Because they did kill Chip Zdarsky in this universe, if you didn't know, or he went missing. He went so they were like disappearances of comic book writers.
That's amazing.
So it's kind of funny that Chip is coming in to write. I don't know if it's going to be about what happened to him, because there was a cover that I saw that looked like it was Chip walking like the Hulk down the road in the old TV series. You know how Banner would just be like walking down the road again to some new town.
Yeah, and fingers crossed that Zdarsky somehow works in the dildo nunchucks to his run.
Always a treat.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed this, and of course, it was all very exciting when we got inside of the dome where all the characters from comics were sort of melding together, and of course, it's Image. So the Walking Dead were there, right? Zombies everywhere. And in this sequence, the main character, she's wielding the sword from God Country, Valifax, and she's fighting the zombies from Walking Dead. This alone was enough for me to geek on what was going on here.
That is such a great sword, the one from, yeah.
So that was really cool. And then all of a sudden, the guy she was with is like, "There's too many, I can't help." And she's trying to figure out how to help him. I don't know. And it's hard to, it's not a scalpel, this sword, right? And it's about to bite him when bang, 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 bullets firing. They shoot somebody's taken out all the zombies, and one of the other guys says, "No way," and then the shooter says, "Hey, nice sword, lady," and it's revealed to be Hit Girl, who is an awesome character for those that haven't seen the films Kick-Ass or read the comics Kick-Ass. And I can't quite read what she says there. I'm sorry, it's a little too tiny for me.
It was, hey, nice sword, lady, but she says, "But I'll take it from here."
Yeah.
And then the redheaded lady says, "Holy shit, that's Hit Girl."
Yeah.
Some other guy goes, "Holy shit." And
the old man says,
"This is the best day of my life."
Which is great. I think it's hilarious because then the next shot is the winner for me. Was she goes running right past them to go fight the zombies, and she goes, "Mine too, big guy, mine too." Because she's just gonna.
They said never meet your heroes, but this had to be satisfying for best day of my life guy.
And there's a ton of cameos, and then the next shot is even better. The whole building that they were just in blows up full of zombies, and at the top there saying "Ha!" is Hit Girl. Like she's just like loving this. This is her play date. You know, she's just blowing everything up, shooting all the bullets, killing all the zombies. I love this. So this cracked me up. I liked this sequence. It was, for me, the favorite part, even though there were Savage Dragon cameos and a bunch of other really fun things going on in this issue. Hit Girl was the hit for me, if you will.
Nice.
Oh, congrats, Jeff. I'm glad you got your wins, and good luck next time. Hey, we're playing on Monday, so you can win some more trade paperbacks.
All right. Well, Jason is absent, but he sent us something funny in the IG chat that I just interpreted as possible word bubble. So here we go. So it's just the year is 2030. Bakery art is so realistic. Anything could be cake. The uncertainty has gripped the world in fear. I go to hug my wife for comfort. She is cake. Which is at once, I don't know how to feel right now. Like, oh, sweet, she's cake, but oh, that's horrible. Like, it's not.
Is that a play on the kids' new term? These youngins call booty cake now.
It's so impossible to keep up with all that. I mean, I guess John has to keep up with it because he teaches children. But
is it because you can have your cake and eat it too? So is that an ass eating difference?
Oh my!
And welcome to the Comic War. Hey, everybody!
Took a bit of a turn there. Thanks for joining.
Sorry, my friends. Forgot to mention. It's for adults. So. Thanks, Andy.
Super chat with an interesting request.
Yeah, are you good with? Did you have more? We haven't done yours yet here. But yes,
fine. We got
John. I'm wearing an Iron Man shirt, but I'm not going to show it off for you because I'm not wearing pants. Just how
it just says Proby and it's got Bob Probert on it from the Red Wings back in the 80s.
Nice.
So that's what that is.
Andy, what are you rocking? Oh, I know what you're doing. Yours is worth sharing, so I'm going to do this.
I rock the "Do not give in to the war within" to end veteran suicide.
Yes. Yours is actually valuable.
Valhalla Project.
So shout out to the Valhalla Project. Really a quality organization. So
yeah, they really deserve the $5 more than we do.
Absolutely. And this $5 does go to charity, by the way. I believe that's how the Comic War is still doing and treating their super chats, although we don't get them that often. So thank you, John. I appreciate that.
Jeff Schultz with us.
Unless this person is a John lover, meaning they like me, and I like that too, buddy. I'm right back at you. Cheesecake. All right, there you go.
Yeah, no, I'm hungry.
Cheesecake.
TJ?
What?
Apparently, we have a submission from TJ the Slab Dragon Watson here.
That's different.
I don't even know what this is. I don't remember adding this to the slideshow. Looks like Green Lantern.
In a twinkling, the green-clad champion is on his way. It won't take me long to examine every inch of that wood.
I mean, maybe he means a forest, but probably not, right?
I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, examining 2 inches of wood, it goes really quickly.
I think he would have said both inches of that wood if that was the case, though.
Right. It's got to be at least 3.
2 and 3/4. Okay.
Okay. There you go. Round up.
Yeah. So I don't know how that got in here, but
that's what she said.
Oh my god!
All right, this week we turn to the gold mine of ridiculous comics. Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane.
I'm looking for when you get into Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen later, right?
Yeah, there's some dark shit in there too.
There's some oddities. Sure.
Get ready for some great examples of men really knowing how to write women.
And this looks like an issue ripe for body shaming.
Yes. The S on Superman's chest does not stand for hope. It stands for shaming you if you get too fat.
Just shame.
So as you can see, featuring Lois Lane as the fattest girl in Metropolis, and just in case you're worried that they weren't committed to that title, it's also right in the inside of the story that they reiterate.
Yikes.
This is about the fattest girl in Metropolis. This is some of the worst shit I've ever seen.
And I mean, can you refresh my mind what year this might have been?
I mean, it's issue 5, so
early on.
It's in the 60s for sure, right?
Because my feeling is like these are rookie numbers. Like fattest person in Metropolis has got to be bigger than this now, right? I mean, that feels like rookie numbers. That's just like normal overweight. We're not nearing fattest, in my opinion. I feel like the superlative is not playing fair here.
Okay, this was 1958, actually.
Because there's like people that have to be like lifted out of their house by like cranes and stuff. Like this doesn't feel accurate to me as far as Metropolis is a big city. I don't know that they've really investigated every nook and cranny.
Superman taking his cake and eating it too.
Hello. So yeah, they right out in the first panel, in these old issues, they do a thing where they just show you the most shocking panel, and then they actually start the story where it began. So here's Superman just shaming her right off the bat. Pardon my saying so, miss, but you're quite a load. The girl I most often fly with is slender, Lois Lane. I don't know why he's telling her because he thinks she's a stranger. I don't know why he just goes around telling people that he normally flies with Lois Lane. Anyway.
Yikes.
As you could probably guess, that is Lois Lane. But how did we get there? How did we get to that? My mouse is on the wrong thing. Okay. So it starts off with Lois like witnessing like a gangland murder kind of. But I just love this box at the top where it says, returning from a weekend out of town, girl reporter, Lois Lane, stumbles on the grim deed. So this
because when a male reporter comes out, they do say boy reporter. Like when Jimmy Olsen
reporter, if it was man, it would just be reporter, right?
Because reporter needs the adjective. Right?
Unless it was like a child, then it'd be like child reporter. Like, oh my God. How times have changed. Thank God. Anyway, so you can see that the guy knows that she saw him do something bad. Okay. So this part, they just throw this at you and then it goes away and it goes on to a different plot where Lois is she's reporting on a story. She's at a science lab because Perry White told her, yo, go to this science lab, talk to this guy. And she's like, let me show you my amazing growth ray, Miss Lane. Just go sort of stand by that plant. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
What kind of things can you grow with this grow ray?
And then, exactly. She's like, I could use this for other things. So she's saying, oh my God, the berries grew much larger. And he's like, plumper, you might say. And then he's like, oops, the rays struck you by mistake, Miss Lane. And then she's like, uh-oh, I'm starting to feel a tingling sensation. Like, don't worry, I'm oops.
The tingling sensation. Sorry.
He's like, I'm reasonably certain the growth ray works only on plant life, not humans. Of course, no, it doesn't. It works on humans. She wakes up and sees how pudgy her hand is. I just know how they do this reveal. It's like, wait a second. That's not my normal hand.
Wow.
She's busting her robe. She's like, I've turned fat overnight, which is how I felt during the pandemic. Then again, I was already kind of chunky. Anyway, So she calls the scientist, and he's like, you know what? I don't have an antidote, but I should have one in about a month. So you're gonna be fat in about a month. just buckle up for about a month of fat. Okay.
She calls herself a 2-ton girl.
Yes.
Come on.
And I don't know what I really don't understand that reference, but
it's a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight.
And I love how
she's not that big.
I have a picture of Skitty her on the wall just to like hammer it home.
Oh god.
Wow.
The situation is getting heavy. So
this part really got me. She goes to a neighbor who's a little bit larger, hoping to borrow some clothes, and she's like, no, but you should go, or no, you can have one of my dresses, but you need to go get more of them at the fat girl's shop.
It's so fancy they have to put the E on the end.
I mean, it's a class establishment.
It's a classy establishment, that fat girl's shop.
They're going to insult you when you walk in the door, but it's classy.
Yeah.
She's like, I guess I'll have to shop there too. So she goes there, but the yellow boxes at the top of these are getting progressively worse. It just refers to her as the Pudgy Planet Reporter. And she's thinking about how like she can't let Superman see her like this.
Man,
cannot let Superman see her like this.
Hey,
okay?
good point. Ricky's saying that at least this issue we know she won't get kidnapped.
Don't hold your breath, Ricky. It's a Lois Lane issue. She could always.
It's a trope. It is a trope.
So she's so big she gets in someone's car and breaks it. Which
wow.
Of course attracts the attention of Superman, who I guess just didn't have anything better to do than like bring cars to the repair shop. So he's like, I'll fly you to the garage.
So yeah, let's
carry. Yeah.
This brings me back to the first panel where he's like, wow, lady, you're really heavy. Mm-hmm. He's carrying a freaking car and the lady right here. How does carrying the lady later make him go, damn?
Well, if you have super strength, you're not even going to notice what you're lifting, right? You're just going to feel that you're lifting it, and that should be good enough for you. But here's the actual word bubble that I chose for this week, and it's just so offensive. And Superman is just such a terrible human being in this. I must say, a girl like you is quite a load. I'm more used to flying Lois Lane around. You would make 2 of her. And she's just horrified. Like, Lois is just going through hell right now. Why did I have to walk in front of that scientist's ray? How did I not know better? How did he know?
Let's go back. At first, she's the fattest woman.
We're not done at all.
She's the fattest woman in Metropolis. But she's only 2 of Lois?
It says so on the cover. Yeah. Yeah, right?
Lois is like a rail.
It doesn't add up.
2 of Lois does not make the fattest person.
I'm no mathematician, but yeah. That can't be. But
again, 2 of Lois has got to be the lightest thing he's carrying in that last picture.
You want to sell some comic books, you got to put the word fattest in the front, right?
I don't know. The weight of the situation.
It is.
It's weighing on you.
That's heavy, Doc. But anyway, so we have some bonus awfulness post the most offensive word level. There's just so much other like WTF stuff in here that I had to share. So you remember I pointed out the boxes at the top. Later, reaching the office, the rotund reporter startles her fellow workers. And all she's concerned about is that Superman does not see her. But of course, Superman is seeing her because he's Clark Kent. Spoilers for Superman. So she goes to a women's weight reducing gym. I didn't know that was a thing. They had separate gyms for women looking to lose weight. What? So she's trying to like diet. You know, like the doctor told her it's only gonna be a month, but I wouldn't have gone to the effort at all personally, but I would.
Yeah, right. You're going to be shrunk back in a month. Eat whatever you like.
I would just enjoy it. You know, I'd be like,
go full out.
This won't be so bad. Of course, they have to make a joke about her not being able to resist chocolate.
Because it's changed her appetite and preferences of food.
Yeah, which is, of course, happy birthday from Superman. But the real outrage in all of this is that the guy, remember she witnessed that crime at the beginning? The guy was looking for her to kill her because she was the witness to a crime. And Superman reveals that he is responsible for all of this. He made her fat so that the guy wouldn't recognize her.
Superman made her fat?
Yeah, I secretly arranged for Perry to send you to see Professor Colby, who also cooperated with me. And he's disgusted. He's suitably disgusted. He's like, we were going to make it hit you by accident, Lois.
So
now that the killer's in jail, I can reverse the growth rate. By tomorrow morning, you'll be as slim as ever. But then she goes, and I love this part. She's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'll still be fat until then. Take me to dinner. Take me to dinner, Superman. You're buying me dinner.
Oh my God. So what? She orders the entire menu as like another sight gag for this horrible book.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. And that's the end. And he's like, oh, there goes Clark Kent's paycheck. Me and my big ideas.
Wow.
Superman was a piece of shit.
Who is the audience for this book?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
I
So
can't
not only
figure
does-
it out.
not only is this fat shaming, but it's also pay shaming people too. Because if you can only afford one meal for one fat person,
In a pay period.
His whole paycheck goes toward a spiral ham, apparently. I don't know.
Well,
It's a
we
hell
don't
of
need
a
to call.
meal.
We don't need to call her names.
you know what's seriously interesting about this image though is back then a spiral ham was a special event meal, like only a holiday, only a very spiral hams are very common nowadays. Back then when this book was written, they were very uncommon and very sacred as far as events and holidays and stuff like that. So it's interesting that they would.
Oh, there was only one place to go to get them, and that is Ham and Bubbly.
You notice Superman didn't even have a plate. He didn't even have a plate. He's like, I'm not eating.
Really, we're not going to
He's,
celebrate if I tied all that together there at the end.
yeah,
Thank you, Jim. Ham
I'm
and
celebrating inside. Can we at least appreciate the fact that all of the zombies from John's word bubbles this week look like they came from Null?
They definitely,
So
they
many-
definitely were.
They definitely came from Null.
Anyway, that was a long one, but I hope it was
That's what she said.
worth the time.
That's what she said.
No, she said that was a thick one.
You know,
What?
seriously.
Are we still live? Shit.
Generally I don't brag, right? I'm gonna sit here and brag about this
no.
right now.
Oh no.
This is the real truth, the legend's truth. I'm gonna brag about this.
Oh my
Every
God.
time I go to the grocery store, the cashiers are always checking me.
Thank God. Oh my God. End it before he tries to come back.
I'm just saying. No, hey, he doesn't have power anymore. He was trying to bring in the dad jokes. This is a dad joke free zone now. We got no white whale comics here. We got no.
It's true, but
explained.
They do take up time, though.
They do. I mean, we've almost gone 45 minutes. We can run out the clock here for one more minute and do 45 minutes.
I mean, our obligation is pretty much done. You're welcome. I mean, in advance, you're welcome. I know we're not supposed to say that till the very end, but Ricky Marstadt's still preoccupied with whether or not anyone can kidnap Lois Lane. Okay, good.
You're allowed to like pretend to laugh, but you're muted for now.
We're just gonna enjoy your face for a while.
Ooh, it's more than I can say for myself.
What is up, Johnny boy?
You're
Good
a
to see
handsome boy. Johnny boy, great little image there next to your name. I like
He
that.
looks like the Joker from one of your Batman books that you've been reading lately.
Not the overly stylized Tom King version.
No, not at all. I guess that's kind of it. I mean, I don't know that we have anything else.
I got nothing more. I mean,
You finished your drink and
Word Bubble Masterpiece is over with.
right. Do you guys know where I keep my dad?